students, in the previous video I have explained you how to install a Java servlet in your local machine, in Windows machine. In this video I am going to explain you how to write your own Java servlet program and you can able to run it on your own local machine. So let me brief it. So you will be installing your JDK, you will be installing your JRE and you will be copy paste, unzipping, download the Tomcat Apache server, Apache and unzip it and keep it in your own folder. This is the first 3 step. Then you will be setting up your environmental variable and you will be starting the server. So this is what I have explained in the last video. If you have any doubt, please go to my previous video and see to it. So the next thing is that we are going to write a new program, Java servlet program. Okay. So let me start the server. So start startup. So let me start the server. It started. Let me have it here. So now I am going to run and show you a simple servlet program like our hello world. So all my servlet program, as I said, I will be keep it in my servlet demo folder. So here I have a program like servlet1.java. Let me show you. So this is my very simple servlet program. So you can see here the first few lines are the import. So here this is the very important thing you should notify. Although here they have import an library file, you can see that java.io, which we all know. The another one is javax.servlet, javax.servlet.http. The servlet packages library files is actually reside inside a jar file called javax. So if you go to your JDK whatever JDK you have, this javax will not be available in your folder. So you need to install this, download this javax file and you need to copy paste it in your JDK bin. Installing or finding this javax will not be that much difficult. You can search it like download java x jar file, make it as a jar file, search with the jar file, you can get it. There are so many downloads are available. In any one of the downloads you can just download the jar file. Actually while you are downloading the jar file, this is how it will be look like. I have my javax, I think so. See, this is the jar file, this is how it will be look like it. So just unzip it out and paste the jar file in your JDK bin. Where is my JDK? Usually JDK bin will be in the C program file, Java JDK. There will be like so many files will be there. There you just paste your javax servlet. Without doing this, if you compile your program, the program will not get compiled because javax will not, as it was not reside in your JDK by default. So please download the javax.servlet package and kept it in your bin file. So that's your foremost step. So download the javax jar file and put it in your JDK bin. Then you type your Java file. This is a very simple servlet Java file. So we will be having like a import statement, and you know very well that your servlet program will not have a public static void main statement. There won't be any main statement in your Java servlet, because in a server side, servlet files will be actually maintained by a concept called web container. So when a user send a request, that is user send a request and the request is actually in the server, it has to be executed on servlet. The web container is the one who search for the concerned web servlet and it will run it. So the main program and execution part will be taken care by your web container. So only the servlet program doesn't have any main program. Okay, it simply you see start with your actual class file, and it always extends your HTTP servlet. It's one among the package interfaces in your servlet header file. and here I am just going to what to say, I am just going to print some value, that is you see here it is it's a simple HTML program. HTML head title my first servlet, hello welcome to my second servlet or first servlet, let me make it as first servlet like demo, hope all have understand the basic. So, some HTML file, so this I need to just run it as a servlet program. So, what I have done is that, so inside my do get method, so it is one of these do get method, inside the do get method specify that you are going to give simply an HTML file using this response.set content type, and specify your out like your system.out.println, and just make it a println and just make it as an HTML file. Okay, you save this file and you run your compile this program, and the compiling is very similar. Actually my programs reside in servlet demo. So, let me go back. So, change directory, servlet demo. So, there I have all my file. Simply you compile your program Java C first servlet 1.java. So, as all my Java X and every file is there in over there, the class file will be created. So, my class file will be created. Now, this is the tricky part. Now, what you have to do is that to compile, that is to run the program in your servlet, you have to do these particular tasks. What you have to do? Paste the class file. You need to copy the class file, whatever it is being generated, paste that class file in a web.inf class folder, and you have to specify in a servlet what is the name of the servlet. That is, go to your Tomcat server folder, which is my Tomcat server folder. There I have like bin, configure, library, log, temp, web apps and works. Web apps is where all your JSP and servlet program will be reside. Go to web apps. There, if you want to run it in the root, you can put it on the root. Better servlet, don't go for a root. Go to examples. In the examples, again I have a web.inf. Go over there. So, here I have like a folder called classes. Inside the classes only, all the servlet classes, whatever the example classes available by default with the servlet will be available. So, you can see that I have copy paste all my, so let me copy it again. So, here in my servlet demo, here is my class file servlet 1.class. So, here let me copy it, go to my Tomcat, web apps, examples, servlet, web.inf, classes, there you paste it. So, I have pasted my class file. Next one is you have to specify to your server that there is a new class file. For that, I have told you, you could have been remember that for modification or anything, you need to modify either these three XML accordingly. So, here we are going to modify this web XML. So, here I have pasted my class file now, go backward, there will be a web XML file, edit it with whatever mechanism you have. So, here you can see that in this particular web XML, it was like an all the required element for your server will be there. So, do not delete it or do anything, you can add it, but do not delete it. Here I have to specify that I have a new servlet and I need to specify its URL. Okay, wow. So, now let me copy one of that XML format, that is session example something is there, no, copy it, paste it over here and named it as first servlet. I think what is the name of our class file is, our name of our class file is first servlet 1, correct? Let me go back in my web XML. find the web XML where you will be defining the servlet that are included in the example application. Over there you just copy any one of the XML file and just rename it. So here the name of my class file is first servlet. So first servlet 1, and this one also let me name it as first servlet 1. So in the web XML I have specified what is my name of my servlet and what is the class file, and immediately while you're coming down there will be like a lot of XML specifying how the URL pattern would be. So let me copy the same which has been already been used, and my XML file, that is my XML servlet name is first servlet, so let it be first servlet. And also here instead of this hello world example, let me give it as something like first servlet. First servlet 1, and save your web XML. So I am just again repeating. So create your servlet Java file, compile your Java file, copy the class file, and as I shown, put the class file in the classes. Then go back to WebINF, the concerned container web XML file. Open the web XML file. You have to change two things. You change both the document. Now go. Let us see how it is running. So already my Tomcat has been running. So for that, if you just type like localhost 8080, this page will be visible. Before running your own servlet or JSP in this Tomcat server, I will be advising all my students, better check whether your Tomcat what you are installed is running correctly. It is not that by seeing this page everything is fine. In Tomcat server itself they have given you some examples. So go to examples. See, they have like given separate example for servlet and JSP. Click any one of the servlet example, like a hello world. These are like a simple servlet program like what we have done. Please try to execute and see. If you are getting that answer it means that your servlet is working perfectly. So now you just see, while I am executing this hello world, the pattern what I am getting is example servlet hello world example. That I think you can able to see it over here. See, for this hello world, servlet hello world example, servlet hello world example. So likewise, what is our new file name is servlet first servlet 1. So now let me copy this same URL pattern and try to run it over in this URL first servlet. So typing that example, you will be getting this output. So now what we will do is that we will try to change it. So instead of I want my URL pattern to be first servlet 1, let me write it simply FS and save your XML. Now here in this URL give FS and enter. It's not getting. Let me check whether I am saving it perfectly. See, it's working. Okay, it was not saved properly, so it's working. So now actually what happened is that I just changed the name of the pattern. If you change the name of the pattern also, it is visible. Still now I can make this thing to be removed. Simply I can write it like a FS, save it, and here instead of this, delete it and enter it. See, it's working. So likewise, these things can be changed, and according to your requirement you can able to do it. I hope you understand. Thank you.